Revenge trading is a symptom of a deeper root cause. Treat it before you end up giving all your profits back to the market. Now, spiraling after you've taken a trading loss isn't a random thing, and it's certainly not because there's something wrong with you, but the experience of spiraling after you've taken a trading loss is giving insight into a deeper root cause that needs to be addressed if you want to be able to have control as a trader. And if you want to have consistent profitability, you need to have control, because without control, you can't consistently stick to your trading edge. From the moment you were born, you have certain experiences through life, and the challenging ones and the highly pleasurable ones, the highly challenging and the highly supportive, get logged and stored in the subconscious mind. These challenging events of previous losses in sport, in relationships, in school, in your career, at work, in potential challenges with family early on, these get logged in the subconscious mind, and there's a negative association attached to them. And that association, when you're trading in the markets and you take a trading loss, that current trading loss will resurface those subconsciously stored associations, those losses you have in the past that you think are resolved, but really they're not. They're logged in the subconscious mind, and they resurface whenever you take a trading loss. So think about it this way: when you take a loss in the markets, you're not only experiencing the loss of the dollar amount you risked, you're not only experiencing the loss of percentage or R that you risked on that particular trade, but you're also reliving all your previous losses, all the losses you've taken in the past in your relationships, or your previous trading losses, or your losses in business, or your losses in your career, your losses in schooling or in sport, or your losses in your family and your relationships, whatever it may be. All of these previous losses are resurfacing through an association, and the subconscious mind is making you face these previous losses and these previous shames and guilts and these previous griefs. They're all resurfacing in your mind at that time. So when you take a trading loss, you not only experience the current loss in the markets, but you also experience the loss of all of these things logged in the subconscious mind that have been left unaddressed. So the reason you spiral after trading losses isn't necessarily because of the loss itself in that moment, but more so what it makes you face of your own psyche and your own past experiences that you haven't addressed. Your own resentments, guilts, shames, griefs that are logged in the subconscious mind that the market is reflecting back onto and making you face. This is why the trading journey is so difficult. It's because the market is a mirror that constantly reflects back onto you your own insecurities, your own fears, your own guilt, your own shames, and it makes you face these parts of yourself. And if you can't face the parts of yourself that you feel ashamed of and feel guilty over, and the times you were the biggest loser in your life, then you're not going to be able to stomach the inevitable losses and the inevitable bust cycle that the market's going to present to you. And to be a consistently profitable trader, you have to both win and lose. You have to go both on the boom and bust cycle. You're not going to avoid the polarities of trading. You're not going to avoid losses when trading. Losses are inevitable. So in order to be a consistently profitable trader, you have to be able to stomach and face losses. And in order to be able to stomach and face losses, you have to be able to stomach and face the own parts of yourself that you've been repressing and trying to hide away, that the market's going to make you face. So a worthy exercise to do next time you take your next trading loss is to sit down and reflect the next time you spiral and you feel like you've lost control because of a trading loss, and ask, what's this bringing up for me? What is this making me face about myself and my past that I've been repressing and pushing away and trying to avoid? So whatever you run away from, you run into. The market will make you face these parts of yourself. The market won't let you escape any part of your past, any part of your psyche. This is why when traders think that psychology isn't a crucial part of trading, what they're really saying is that they're unaware of what impact their psychology has on their decision making and their emotional reaction after they win and lose. A lot of traders don't think deeply enough. They take things on face value. They say, all right, I've taken a trading loss. It's because of that trading loss that I'm experiencing this feelings of revenge and pain and resentment, and I desire to get back into the market. But it's not the market that's making you feel that way. I know many traders who have no issue losing. The market is simply reflecting back onto you the parts of yourself that you're not willing to face. And it's as simple as that. So if you want to avoid spiraling after losses and you want to manage your revenge trading, then you have to be able to own and appreciate that loser part of yourself. You have to be able to face that. Now, if you find yourself revenge trading as well, revenge tends to come in when you're in a state of pride and you have this certain expectation on the market that the market has to do something for you, or it has to give you a win, or it has to bring you profits today, or it has to go in a certain direction. And when the market doesn't align with that initially and you take a loss and you feel like the market has betrayed you, then what you tend to do is you tend to jump straight back in because you're still attached to this idea of what you think the market should bring you or should give to you. And revenge and seeking after revenge in the market and revenge trading is a symptom of holding on to this expectation from a state of pride and self-exaggeration that the market has to bring you a certain amount of profit, or it has to give you a profitable trade that day, or it has to give you a green trading day that day. So the more and more you hold on to this expectation that the market's going to give you something and give you some level of profit and make you profitable, and when the market doesn't align with that, inevitably, because sometimes the market will align with your expectations, sometimes it won't, those times it doesn't, then the more and more you hold on to this idea that the market has to give you profit on that trading day and that you're right and the market's wrong, then the more you're going to seek revenge and the more you're going to spiral because the market isn't matching your expectations. So as well as building self-awareness of what the market is making you face in your own subconscious mind by asking that question, not only asking the question, but sitting down and deeply reflecting on what is the market making me face about myself and about my past that I haven't been willing to face. And I have resentment, shame, and guilt buried around it, and the market's making me face this part of myself that I don't like. What is it? And identify what that is. That self-awareness in of itself gives you a lot of control. It makes you realize that my deeper reactions in the market and my spiraling out of control isn't random. It's not because there's something wrong with me. It's because of a very certain association in my mind about these past experiences, and the market's making me face those things. And there are ways to work through that and resolve that. But on top of doing that, it's really, really important not to go into individual trades expecting certain outcomes. There are millions of factors in the financial markets that influence price and move price. And no individual trader knows what all those factors are. And certainly no individual trader knows how each of those factors are going to impact the price of an asset at any point in time. So to expect a certain profitable outcome on an individual trade is unrealistic. It's unrealistic to expect the market to bend to your will on an individual trade. But the more and more you hold on to an expectation that I am right as a trader and I'm proud and I'm not going to let go until the market gives me profit, well, guess what? The more and more you're going to revenge trade. Because the seeking after revenge comes from this state of pride, thinking that you know better than the market and you can take something from the market. So drop these expectations on the individual trade that firstly you can predict what's going to happen on the individual trade, because no trader can, and drop the idea that you have to be profitable in each individual trade, because you don't. To be a consistently profitable trader, you don't need to win every day. You don't need to win every trade. You just simply need to stick to your predefined, proven edge over a large sample space and not go into trades expecting certain outcomes on the individual trade, and give yourself permission to just stick to your edge over a large sample space, and you'll eventually approximate consistent profitability. So build self-awareness about what the market's bringing up for you. And then also become acutely aware before you trade about what you're expecting from the market. And make sure your expectations are realistic on that individual trade. Remember, consistently profitable traders don't win every trade. They focus on adhering to their edge as much as possible, at least 80% of the time over a large sample space. And as a result, they reap consistent profitability. But by no means are they profitable in every trade. So to go into each trade thinking you can predict what the market's going to do, or think you can go into each individual trade expecting profit from it, is unrealistic. I created a free tool called the Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset Tool 2.0. It's trusted by 6,000 traders, more than 6,000 traders now in 92 countries around the world. If you don't already have that tool, make sure you download it and start using it before every single trade you take. That tool is going to help you stop spiraling after each trade, each losing trade, and it's going to help stop revenge trading in its tracks, so you can be a little bit more poised and in control when you trade, which will increase the probability of you sticking to your trading plan and as a result having consistent profitability. Now traders, if you got value from this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.